Why do some female singers use boku in songs? In Japan in general, boku is a first-person pronoun used by males. Women usually use pronouns like watashi or atashi. And yet in songs, you often hear female singers use boku. What's interesting is that using boku in songs doesn't necessarily mean they use boku in private life. They might use watashi in everyday life, but use boku when writing a song. So why do they choose boku when writing songs? That's because boku has the vibe of a more honest, innocent version of yourself. Japanese people learn to use a variety of first-person pronouns. Choosing pronouns is a part of socialization. A little boy might call himself boku, but as he gets older, he may start using ore instead. Among male friends, boku can sound too innocent or naive, and boys may not want to be looked down on. They want to sound more masculine, rough, and confident. So many of them start using ore to signal that they're tough guys. But when they grow older and enter adult society, sounding modest and professional or humble becomes more important. So, depending on their occupation, personality, and social situation, they may use watashi, watashi, boku, or jibun. In other words, we all learn to put on some kind of persona in order to survive in society. In Japan, women are traditionally expected to be modest and harmonious. Watashi is a humble and neutral pronoun, so it fits this expected image. A tomboy who used to call herself uchi in school may learn to use watashi when she enters the workplace. Watashi has almost no personality. It is a humble, colorless pronoun that blends into society. In a way, it is a mask people wear, a symbol of socialization. That's why some female singers avoid watashi in songs. Watashi represents the socially adjusted self, while boku represents the self before socialization, the raw, authentic self. As I mentioned earlier, boys often learn to use ore because boku sounds too naive. But that naivety is exactly what these female singers are looking for. Boku represents the self before socialization, before learning how society works, before learning putting on different types of persona. So they choose this pronoun because they think it fits the self they want to represent in a song, the voice of true inner self, a self that has not yet been distorted by society. For the same reason, people often use kimi when referring to you in songs. It's not anata, which has a nuance of trying to be respectful. And it's not omae, which can make it sound like you're speaking from above. Kimi is just a pure you, the person as you see them, without any social filter. Let's compare these two sentences. 俺はお前を愛している。僕は君を愛している. Boss literally means I love you, but they have different nuances. 俺はお前を愛している sounds a confident or arrogant man expressing his love. It has a rough, wild energy. It's like as if you're saying, I love you, I want to dominate you. If the alpha male of a chimpanzee expressed his love to one of the females in Japanese, he would say this. 俺はお前を愛している. Some people prefer this way of expressing love because they are attracted to more wild, masculine type. By contrast, 僕は君を愛している gives the impression of the speaker is speaking from the heart without any filter. 僕 is the naive, true self. 君 is you as you are. We're not talking about who we are in society. We are talking about a more pure, more essential self. I just love you the way you are. I don't care who you are in this society, I just love you. But one issue with saying 僕は君を愛している is that it sounds a bit 気取っている. It may sound like you're trying to look cool or poetic just to attract some girls. That said, those nuances are the nuances in modern Japanese. These are not dictionary definitions or etymological explanation. I said Boku has this nuance of naivety expressing pure self. Does not mean it is etymologically true. ママ、僕の夢はね、船に乗ること。僕、船に乗ってみたい。僕はお化けなんて怖くないよ。俺は全然怖くないよ。はあ、お前ふざけんなよ。俺があいつのこと好きになるわけないだろ。冗談もいい加減にしろよ。すいません監督。自分の父が交通事故で入院したそうなので、今日は早退させていただきます。もしもし、私、内藤不動産の田中です。いつもお世話になっております。ですね、お問い合わせの物件なんですけど。生まれたよ。やった。名前はコウタだ。コウタ、お父さんもな、小さい頃の夢は自分の船を買って自由に海を航海することだったんだ。コウタ、俺はもう後がない。この人生精一杯生きたよ。悔いがない。ただな、一つ心残りなのは母さんのことだ。これからは俺の代わりにお前が母さんの面倒を見てやってくれ。頼んだぞ。ここは？僕は？僕はもう死んだのか。いい人生だったな。みんな、ありがとう。